on average, what do content creators make? At least the ones that are in your agency, which make up like a good portion of the kinds of content creators that are getting deals, right?
Yeah.
Fashion, beauty,
Correct.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
right?
we represent over 200 creators. It varies. And that's what's so crazy about this industry. Like one person can have 1 million followers and make like $20,000 a year. One person can make $5 million a year. And it is so all over the board. It is like the wild, wild west when it comes to this. I think the reason behind that is everyone charges like all over the place.
Yeah.
Typically when you're represented, like I feel like you would charge the most because the agency knows what other creators are making.
Right. And they're usually negotiating. What I tell content creators when they're thinking about signing with us is, I'll say to them, well, what do you make? I'll ask them, what do you make right now? What are you charging on average?
Yeah.
And I'll say to them, if I know that we can get them more money, I'll say to them, then you're at a point where you need a manager because we can get you more money where our fee that we take out won't even feel like anything to you.
Exactly. I know typically we will always raise what the content creator was charging on their own. Like always. But what like an average creator makes, that's such a hard question. But like if you have 1 million followers on Instagram and like you have good management, you have a vision, you are like doing all the things right as a content creator, which is consistency, having a POV, like all of those things. Like you should be making around $500,000 a year.
So like for an Instagram video reel, what would you, if you've got that kind of following?
Like $25,000 to $35,000 probably.
And that usually includes like a story share. Maybe
that might be added on for another 15 to 20K.
Yeah.
You know, like it just depends. On your analytics, like how many story views, your link clicks, like all the things. And that's what's so hard too. It's like someone with 1 million could have, 100,000 story views. Some could have 10,000 story views. It's all over the place. So it's really hard to say. But I use this like math equation that for every 10,000 followers, you should be charging around $1,000 for a piece of content.
Okay.
But then you have to be adding exclusivity, usage, like your category. I say like if you're like an expert, for example, which you started a business with a bunch of experts, dermatologists, or say you're like a finance expert, like that carries weight and dollar value because you can speak to different topics that you're an expert in. So it really just like depends your industry, what you talk about, your quality of content, like so many factors, engagement rate.
Yep.
What other brands are you working with? Like, what does the marketplace think of you? So many things go into it.